What's going on, y'all? This is Hype Found It. In another entry, this is No Fap day 13 out of 30. And we're 2 days away from the halfway mark. I hope y'all still with me. If you relapse, get back up and do it over again. You know, you can still finish out the rest of the month. You know what I mean? So, this journal entry is about my old self versus my new self. My old self is like, yeah, man, you can do 30 days, you can fap, go ahead, man, you can fap 30 days. Hey, you did a lot, you did enough. Go back to the porn, go back to the PMO, right? My new self is like, no, I know how God works a little better since I've been doing them 90s. I know how God works, I could be an inch away from my blessing. And I fap it off, and I fap on day 30. Meanwhile, December 1st could have been my blessing. You know what I mean? I could have been blessed with anything. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like, yeah, I learned I have to sit out, and really not fap and really fast and be like, and God's going to come through in ways you can't imagine, Because I've been doing them 90 days for the past, since 2020. For the past 5 years, I've been doing 90 days off and on, And it's like, yeah, man, come on, you got one more inch to go. You know what I mean? So I'm stuck. You know what I mean? Because both make good points. You know what I mean? Sometimes you want to fap so you can relieve the tension and the stress and, start the counter back over again as day 0 or day 1. Sometimes you want to do that. Sometimes you want to liberate yourself and be free. Freedom, with your freedom with your genitals. Sometimes you want that freedom, Yeah, you deserve it, right? You worked hard the whole month, right? You deserve that freedom, right? But then that other side of me is like, man, God wants so much more out of you. God can give you such beautiful days that you never could imagine. You know what I mean? So now is the time for me to decide what I'm gonna do. It's a strong possibility on both because, if I do 90, I would have done what I did last year. Last year, from November to February, I did a 90 last year. So this is the perfect time. It's No Nut November, right? I already got 13 days under my belt. You know what I mean? And it's like, it would be the perfect time to do 90 days. Because I did it last year, the same time. You know what I mean? So if I do it like that every year, that could be pretty good. But then on the other hand, it's like, yo, man, just release. So I got that new and that old me going at each other. And only one can win, you know what I mean? So stay tuned. I'll see you on the next video.